Yes.
Yes, sir.
All right, we are watching Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3D, or Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2013, or the one with Alexandra Daddario.
Yep.
Noah, are you ready?
Yep.
In 3, 2, 1, play.
So we got the Warner Brothers logo.
I'm looking at the Lionsgate logo.
Oh no!
I'm also looking at the Lionsgate logo. What are you watching?
I'm just kidding. I'm looking at the Lionsgate logo.
Fuck you, Noah. You can't pull that on us after we've had watch parties with Austin.
Yeah, well, you still fell for it.
So let me get. I do not get 2001 2001. I don't got it. Oh, wait a minute. What?
Hmm?
I'm not sure what you're saying. I'm sorry.
Well, if you need a timer, it's on the screen.
Yeah, timestamp is on the screen above Robert Noah's head.
Hey, look, we just watched this movie.
Previously on the Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Remember the Texas Chainsaw Massacre?
Yeah, this isn't this. This is Texas Chainsaw.
This is one of the first big requel movies before there was just the norm. This is well before Halloween 2018.
It was ahead of its time. And there's the
Scott
shot.
Eastwood's in this too.
I'm gonna get Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2001 or 3D. I don't.
Loud noise.
No, he's referring to the remake.
Oh,
I think.
Okay.
I think it's a remake. This is also a little gorier than the original.
Yeah.
Well,
just these flashbacks.
Oh no! Like this is all.
So my thing is, why would you bring back like Bill Moseley? But he's clearly not Chop Top. No, I'm saying
well, he's the.
Wait.
Isn't he supposed to be the older brother?
We had to rent it on Vudu or Amazon. It is also free on Freevee and Pluto, but you have to deal with ads. Sorry, I misunderstood what you were saying.
I think Bill Moseley was cool casting for the old man. Like, yeah, obviously he's a different actor, but like it's cool stunt casting and it's a good performance for what little we see of it. It's just awkward when they have to like change some of the footage here to replace the old man. Like it's a little jarring. When it's more jarring when you watch them back to back. But trust me, it's really weird these problems.
That was really weird seeing them do like modern editing with that her jumping out the window.
Yeah.
I also I don't love watching old footage of this movie with like Hans Zimmer sound effect.
Again, and it's just funny to imagine when this came out. Like this was like a novel idea of, oh, we're just gonna skip everything and just make a direct sequel to the first one. Like it was so weird, and now it's so common.
Novel, like H2O did it. What, 10 years before this?
It was rare at the time, though.
It was rare, and that only skips a few.
H2O is only
one. The first two.
Yeah, but that's only a few movies.
But this and H2O were not good. It was only a few. There was only a few examples of this. It wasn't a trend yet.
Right.
No, that's true. But I'm just saying, comparing H2O to this, they would have had the same amount of movies at the same time.
Not really, because this had a remake and a prequel and all this stuff with H2O,
which would be 6 movies. Okay. And Halloween was on that H2O.
Are we really arguing about
this? All right.
Why are you stuck on this? But general audiences didn't give a shit. Like if you were most people seeing H2O weren't thinking like, okay, this is sequel to 2, but it's skipping 4. Like it was just a new Michael Myers movie, but Jamie Lee Curtis is back. It was still just
Robert, who is this guy, the sheriff?
Oh, the actor?
Yeah, I've seen him in something.
I don't. Let me look him up. One of the most incompetent movie sheriffs I've ever seen.
Yeah?
It's the sheriff from
Directed by
Halloween
John
2018.
Lucenhop. It's not the sheriff from 2018.
No, I'm just kidding.
There's
Gunnar Hansen.
Robert, yeah. No, Noah filled it in for me. Sorry, I couldn't think of the Leatherface guy's name.
He's in. Oh, he's the agent in the first two Fast and Furious movies. That's probably what you know him from.
Oh, okay.
He doesn't have a lot of credits after this. Either he might just be retired.
This also doesn't look anything like what the family looked like in the first movie.
Nope.
And it takes place
Who are these people? Who are you people?
They're in-laws. Extended relatives.
And I could roll with it if it was just a couple, just for plot to happen, but not like 6 of them.
I'd also be fine with it if it wasn't framed. This is like 2 minutes after the first movie.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Where are all you people? Like, they're even trying to make Leatherface look the same.
Yeah, and again, it's immediately something's off, and this is what I was alluding to earlier, where it's
this is very Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah, like the color's almost there. Some of the set and costume, like it's close, but it's too polished. It's too clean. It doesn't fit. And then who the hell are all these people?
And the house does not look anywhere like scary in HD, like 2013 camera. This might be the worst mayor in all of cinema. I don't think he's mayor yet,
up there.
but still.
And there's an interesting idea here of after what happens with Sally, like this angry mob coming to kill Leatherface's family. Like that's not a bad starting place. But we're already making some wrong choices.
I mean, I have issues with this movie, but I still think it's one of the best sequels to that original movie. That's not saying much given what we got later, but
in my opinion, this is terrible. It's so bad, but I can enjoy it as fun schlock.
So you've seen more than
Grandpa
I have.
died.
Would you put this over like 3 and 4?
In terms of rewatchability, yes, but
See, I mean, I would put this above. I would put.
Oh god, that CGI fire
looks
terrible.
That looks terrible. Good. I'd put the first 2 above this. I'd put the remake above this. But other than that, I'd watch this over any of the other ones. Although I haven't seen 3 or 4 yet.
I'd watch this over the Netflix one for sure.
Yep.
Like,
I don't even remember
I don't want to be misunderstood in the comments. Like when I upload these after the fact, this is a bad movie, but this is my kind of bad movie.
It's one of my favorite bad movies. I love
bad movies.
At it.
Yeah, bad movies can be fun. You know, when you still recognize they're bad.
But in the context,
it's also just a commentary on the state of this franchise, where this is one of the best ones.
Right. And here's the thing: if I had seen this in the theater when this came out and had already seen the original and was a big fan going into this, it would probably piss me off more. But seeing it well after the fact, we've had Leatherface and the Netflix one and all the other ones. It's like, well, it sucks, but it's at least funny.
The sheriff was a real cool character development.
It's something.
Well, now we have 2 prequels to that first movie.
We'll get to it, but probably the most baffling choice this movie makes is trying to make you sympathize with this family. And like, isn't that angry mob evil?
To this? Because I want to see Alexandra Daddario just running around telling Leatherface, "Kill that motherfucker."
Oh god.
Spoilers for the end of this movie.
Yeah.
Also, just kudos to this movie for like not trying to just be the original again.
Well, that's a participation trophy.
Original.
I mean,
that's just...
like I said, it's a notice of how far this franchise has fallen.
again, it's not a movie I'm opposed to going the requel route. This just makes so many wrong choices.
And there's the sound.
The sound. Remember the sound?
Remember the sound of silence?
Yeah, and I wish this whole movie was a period piece, but nope, we got to jump to modern day, so whatever. With 40-year-old Alexandra Daddario.
40.
She's not 40 yet now.
It's one young-looking 40-year-old.
Yeah, so you know about the timeline fuck-up with this movie, right? Do I need to explain this?
Oh, no, I know what he's talking about. So the original took place in 73.
Yep.
And then this is in 2013.
Yeah, that would not line up. Yeah.
And she was that baby. Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
She's that baby.
Just getting into originality instead of sequels. So the sequels are constantly getting worse and worse, but really cool backstories. Oh no, I think there's still good sequels. It depends on.
But when people think of like the bad sequels to like these types of classics, like this checks a lot of those boxes. Like this is the type of movie people are referring to.
I think this one's a little overhated.
I think it's properly hated, but I have fun with it.
That's what I wonder what Alexandra Daddario. I would rather have a fun but bad movie than like the shitty sequels like the Netflix one or 3 or that prequel to the remake.
I mean, I think the Netflix one's a better made movie than this, but I'd still rather rewatch this. They're both bad in different ways.
Maybe. I can't compare.
The Netflix one has better cinematography, but like
maybe
it's awful in a different way.
Literally, the only scene I remember from that movie is the bus. Like when
it's got some good gore.
The guy's like, "You're gonna get canceled, Leatherface." That's the only part I remember.
So see, that's not the one that sticks with me. The one that sticks with me is when that guy likes arm snaps, and then Leatherface stabs somebody else with like, a bone.
Yeah, it's weird. But like as we'll get to later, and like there's some really bad CGI in this movie.
Mars. I mean,
we saw it with the title.
You're getting bored of watching the same movie over and over again. That's fair.
That's
but
fair.
I mean, I also don't think this is the same movie, like as any of the others.
We've gotten a lot of good horror movies the last few years. A lot of good original ones.
Yeah,
this year especially has been great.
Yeah, I still see Immaculate. We also got Late Night with the Devil, Long Legs.
You just said Long Legs.
I did.
Oh, sorry. Well, you were I thought you were listing movies that you hadn't seen. I was like, wait a minute.
Oh, sorry. There's a bridge there that I may not have made clear. Yeah. And this character I totally buy, like collecting bones and being in a weird grocery shit, working with meat in a grocery store. Totally buy that.
Yeah, I guess that's genetic in a family of cannibals.
Oh, okay.
You inherit creepiness.
We got to do a Repo commentary soon.
I still need to see it.
I love that movie. Noah's like, I'm out.
That movie's okay.
He's awesome.
So Noah, in case you don't remember, her adoptive parents are part of that angry mob, and everyone in the angry mob is evil. And they want you to feel bad about what happened to Leatherface's family. That's the whole movie.
Wait a minute.
That's a choice.
It was Halloween Kills before Halloween Kills.
I mean, that's the Freddy Krueger thing, right? Like the people that burned him alive were also awful people. It doesn't make me sympathize for Freddy anymore.
No.
Yeah, but the mom's just like a drunk and aloof, and the dad's like clearly kind of like he's fine. It's just like it ended their marriage, and he doesn't know what to deal with.
Have you ever been
to like? Bad.
I mean, this is just an average afternoon in Texas. You're right about that. We got imaginary nights.
Oh, yeah, the good horror
Smile,
movies. Would be...
Thanksgiving. A couple new ones that are watching out. Oh yeah, they're watching. I mean, Thanksgiving was good.
Thanksgiving's fun.
I mean,
like just a
Thanksgiving.
schlocky Thanksgiving. Yeah, if you want like just a pure old school schlocky slasher movie, I thought that delivered.
That's what I want. Although I wish it had been able to go a little further after you watch that like original trailer.
Yeah,
like,
it is a little.
It's a little tame.
It's a little tame. But so like, at least this movie's not PG-13. I guess I'll give it that. But then the gore is CGI and terrible. Like I don't. This is not a movie that earns a star rating.
Have you seen all the Final Destinations?
I've still only seen the first 3.
Okay, because 4 is also like that wave of 3D movies, and it has the exact same problem, only worse. The big like opening, death scene is at a racetrack, and there's just a bunch of like CGI tires flying around hitting people, and it's awful.
Hey, look, it's a van. Remember first movie?
Oh, I guess it is just the first movie again.
Oh, this has a bad member-berry problem. This is one of the first movies I remember, like, that being a thing. Like, critics talking about, like, oh my god, stop with the references.
Well, it is different this time because it's in 3D.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, as I'm watching it again, it has been a minute since I watched this, but I can't just call them driving in a van a member-berry. Like,
but it's the same type of van.
That is an intentional choice.
Like, so what? No one in any of these movies is ever allowed to drive a van again because it's a member-berry?
It's that type of van. Also, it's not the only one. There's plenty more coming up.
It's a group of people in a van going to a place.
Well, we can never do that premise again.
No.
But also, before anyone actually is me about Alexandra Daddario's age, this movie is weirdly vague with when it's set. Like, they never say it's in 2013, but like we see smartphones. Like, this movie isn't trying to hide when it was made. It's really weird.
Robert really took that Alien review to heart.
I did.
The awful
and hey, look!
They kidnapped the Sawyer's family child, then tried to sacrifice her to Leatherface. Scooby-Doo's mystery machine. Oh, try to sacrifice.
They don't do that. No,
although like, I do have questions with the sheriff and the mayor. And
yes, this movie's very convoluted. And look, they're picking up a hitchhiker, but it's different because this guy's cool.
He's a cool guy, not a weird guy. Yeah.
See, it's different.
It's different.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't care.
And it's in 3D.
Hey, what's going on, Jareth?
Hey, Jareth.
Hey. We're watching a great movie.
We're watching a masterpiece right now.
Yeah. Listen, all I'm saying is this movie is very watchable.
I don't disagree. Like, it's bad, but...
Something can be watchable and bad.
Mm-hmm.
No,
For example, I love the Death Note movie.
I mean, you're just wrong about that.
We gotta do a video on that, John.
I'll do a video on the anime.
We can do a video on both. There's no reason we can't do a video on both.
The movie is trash. If we're gonna do it on the movie, let's do the Japanese version.
We can do the Japanese version and the American version.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, but I was mostly trying to make a joke about how this movie's watchable because Alexandra Daddario's in it.
You pig.
I know. I find a woman attractive. How dare I?
How dare you?
Hey, the movie's not trying to hide it. Also, other girl. Did either of you guys grow up on Malcolm in the Middle?
Did you watch episodes here and there?
Okay. All I know about Other Girl in this movie is that she was in that show. That's all I know. Other than that, I'm not familiar with most of the actors.
I would love to watch it, but I don't get anything to watch. Shut up, Austin. I don't get anything to watch it on. It's on a service called Freevee.
Freebie, which you can get through Amazon, but it has ads. So
I'm there. She's on. Austin, are you gonna come join us? We're only 20 minutes in.
Yeah, come on.
She's a nun.
Yeah, this character that we're watching, clearly.
I thought we were talking about Alexandra
This is
Daddario.
one of my go-to guilty pleasure movies. It's a blast of a film. Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, I know. It's like I hate it, but I also love that it exists. Hey, look,
Okay,
a dead armadillo.
Armadillo.
That one is a little too far.
Okay,
Yeah, you have to admit that one is too far.
Is that gonna be my job? Do I just have to point out every member berry as it happens until he sees what I'm talking about?
Hey, we've
Well,
already
you weren't
started
online.
doing it.
You weren't online. I thought you were still at work. You could still join us. We're only 20 minutes in.
Oh shit!
Yeah, crash this. It's fine.
Hop on in, Austin.
But no, this was though that stage of Alexandra Daddario's career where it's like, this is the type of movie she gets offered, and I'm glad she's been able to bounce back since, because it doesn't always work out for Final Girls.
When,
as
I mean,
seen.
she's a good actress, but aside from like White Lotus and stuff, I haven't seen everything she's in.
She was in that movie.
She's in a lot of bad movies, like
She was
the
in that,
Baywatch movie.
Metal horror film about like the Satanic Panic. That was all right.
Okay,
Oh.
that's nice. Yeah.
It's a guy from Office Space.
It's not free.
I guess
it showed us free with ads on Prime through Freevee.
I thought you were gonna say it's Wilford Brimley.
It's Wilford Brimley. He does look a lot like Wilford Brimley. But no, if you've ever seen Office Space, he's the guy that invents the jump to conclusions mat.
I need to see it.
Oh, that's a great movie.
This setup is
That's
so
what San
strange.
Andreas. Yeah, she is.
Yep.
And she's in season 1 of True Detective, but she's not like a great character in that.
Okay.
I still got to
She's a
watch
very
that
minor
season.
character. Yeah, and just that season.
I've heard 3 is good, but I haven't seen any of it. So
It's okay.
all right.
4 starts off great, but then gets really bad.
That's a shame.
Yeah. So
I think
I
would
don't
be
know-
easier dropping that after one season because that's an anthology show.
It is, yeah. So you just do that as a mini series.
I don't know how we get from we're making a direct sequel to the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. We're picking up right where that movie left up. We go from there to secret family member who finds out she's a family member and inherits this mansion that a member of that family owns. And it's gonna, like, how did we, like, what?
I mean, I could ask that about any of the. How do we?
Hey,
how
look.
do you? Yeah, they remade. They had to do this thing.
Hey.
Noah's
Oh,
like
God.
It's not the exact-
salivating over there.
I was yawning. It was bad
I've
time.
never seen that shot before. Wow.
Remember the red shorts?
It's also
I
not
clapped when
the
they showed up.
exact. It's not the exact same shot.
I think there's another one, but I don't remember. We'll
Why
see.
is she walking and everyone else? Why?
So it's because we need to see your body.
They're all walking. Yeah, it's because we need to recreate that scene. That's...
No, this one is baffling. I find Leatherface infinitely more baffling.
Sure, I don't disagree.
How do you go? Well, we're gonna make a movie. It's gonna have nothing to do with the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, except. No, are you ready for this? At the end, the guy that you've been following was Leatherface all along.
Oh
Yep.
my god!
It's got some bad prequelitis for sure.
No, but legitimately, you don't find out until the last like 5 minutes because he gets disfigured, and then he puts on a mask,
It's
and you find out that it's Leatherface.
He's just like a normal guy.
He's like a jock.
It's stupid.
Here, Noah, I'm gonna send you a photo of the guy that plays Leatherface in that.
Oh no!
Hey,
well,
it's Austin.
Well, I just assumed that he was like an inbred weirdo, not a jock.
Oh yeah, it's very stupid.
Anyway,
jocks and inbred weirdos are like the same thing, though. Really.
Oh my God, Austin's here.
What's up? What timestamp are y'all at?
About 24 minutes, going on 25.
Okay, let me know when you hit 2740.
That's very specific, but okay.
That's because that's where I'm at.
I'll let you know.
How's it going, Austin?
Once John sends me this
pretty
picture.
good. How's the movie so far?
It's fun.
Austin,
I missed the opening when gunned down everyone.
Yes, you did. They shot Bill Moseley.
Oh no.
2704, did you say?
40.
2740. Okay, that's not for a while.
Yeah, and this is one of those weird scenes where they're like strategically covering up some of the dates on these headstones. Like they don't want you to know what year this is supposed to be.
Well, that's because Alexandra Daddario's like 12 in this movie, and she was a baby in 1970. Yep. Like, what, 4? And now it's 2013.
Now it's exactly. It's so stupid.
It's like the internet existed back then, like to the degree that we have it now, and they just lived in internet time.
Okay, I have to rant about this. Please give me the floor for 1 minute.
No,
how close are we to Austin's timestamp before you do that?
About a minute
Less than a minute.
Austin's time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Can you condense it into a minute?
Yes.
No, just do the like okay sign, and I'll hit play.
Okay, that works.
Yeah.
When people complain about characters being stupid in movies, it's usually hyperbolic or like, look, it's just to get the plot rolling. People make mistakes, whatever. This is the single dumbest thing I have ever seen a character make in a movie. She just found out she inherited this mansion and is now going to town with all of her friends, and the only person they're leaving behind to watch the mansion is the stranger hitchhiker they just picked up today. I have never seen a character do anything really that dumb. Stupid. It's insane. And what you think is going to happen, happens.
He's going to rob them.
Breaks my brain.
Yeah.
So when people...
Awesome.
Okay.
When people complain about characters... It's insane.
Oh, I can.
Yeah, go for it. So, agree or disagree with me? What say you guys?
It's dumb. But
this movie is like... This movie's entirely stupid.
I agree.
Yeah. I never said it was smart.
You said it was a masterpiece.
Yeah,
I mean, it is,
that's true.
But that doesn't mean it's smart.
Hey, look, it's the red shorts again.
Austin, what does your shirt say?
Freak in the sheets, killer on the streets. My sister bought me this shirt.
Austin, I'm really digging the creepy mood lighting.
It's creepier than this movie.
I agree.
Yeah. He's more mysterious.
As opposed to the even TV lighting of this movie.
Mars says, the hitchhiker is a thief. You never pick up anyone on the road. That is literally rule number 1. I'm going to go ahead and leave. I'm going to go watch my movie. Well, hey, thanks for hanging out, man. Okay. I appreciate it.
Yeah, later.
Gareth, believe it or not, this is my introduction to the series. I mean, everybody starts somewhere.
I think this is the first one I see, too. It's either this or the remake. I don't remember.
Yeah, so the first one I saw, we talked about this a little bit before we started. The original is I saw the remake in theaters, and it freaked me out.
Oh, okay.
It's better than this.
Yeah. Well, and like with the remake, I'd never seen anything just as like brutal as that. One of the first things you see is that woman commit suicide.
Well, and you were like 11, so I get it.
Because like stuff I had seen before then that was like, for adults was like RoboCop 2, which is very satirical and
bad.
No. Let me just peek.
But earlier when we were talking about the first movie, and we were talking about the characters and how like they're very thin and simple, but they feel real for normal people. In this one, it's like, oh no, Alexandria Daddario's boyfriend's cheating on her with other girl, and what's gonna amount with that love triangle drama? It's like I don't care about this bullshit.
What's okay because she ends up with her cuz.
That's true.
Yeah, she gets the best line in this entire franchise.
Oh god.
That's not true. It's not the "you sit the fuck down" from 4.
Yeah, oh god.
There's no problem.
2 has a lot of good lines.
Fun hanging out with you guys. Hey, if you need more conditions, I got a whole lot. Yeah, I mean we're
sure.
In the near future we're gonna open up kind of recommendations and do requests.
Yeah. We're gonna do like a community poll where people can vote on.
We've got some stuff that we need to get through. Robert wanted to do this as kind of a segue from our Flanagan stuff to Alien 3.
Something stupid.
Yeah.
Alien 3 is going to be an interesting review.
Hey, look, it's a good door. Remember the door?
Yeah.
Robert's just going to point out every remember now.
So if AOC didn't come to see her cousin's house or whatever, does that mean Leatherface would have just died? Like he would have just starved to death in this basement?
I mean, I would have imagined. I have to imagine he has a way out, or he would have died by now.
I don't know.
But I also don't know what
they have to let him go. Oh no, I guess he got out. Okay.
Yeah.
He also looks like a fat Santa impersonator.
That sucks.
Oh my god, it's Rick Flag. I forgot he was in this movie.
Rick Flag.
Are you joking?
Huh?
No, that's Scott Eastwood.
Yeah, he's Rick Flag in the first one. He got recast in the second one, but he's Rick Flag in the first movie.
Austin, he doesn't know.
Oh, okay.
John, shut up. It's funnier when people don't know things.
But I know these things and was very confused. I'm like, that's not Joel Kinnaman.
So Austin, literally right before the show, I broke my monitor.
Nice.
So I'm on one monitor.
I mean, so am I.
Yeah, but I'm
you
used
white
to
privileged motherfucker.
It's alright, I've got a new one coming tomorrow.
Can Scott Eastwood act? I can't tell.
No.
No.
I haven't seen him in anything.
It remains to be seen.
It remains to be seen, yeah.
It's why he got recast as Rick Flag.
He's not especially good in this movie.
No.
And I don't remember his performance in Suicide Squad.
Well, and it's funny, because I remember going into that, I thought he was Rick Flag for a minute. And then when you get to his death scene, I was like, did they just kill Rick Flag? Like, what's happening? I'm confused.
He dies in Suicide Squad?
I didn't remember that.
Yeah, he's one of the ones that goes underwater and that bomb goes off.
Oh, that iconic scene.
Yeah, no, it's like blink and you miss it. That's why I was confused.
Oh, that's because he was just a tourist. Killer Croc
tourist.
Yeah, Killer Croc lives in the water.
This guy also looks really familiar.
He looks like he was storing nuts in his cheeks for the winter.
He looks like a real life Homer Simpson.
He does. That's so true.
Speaking of Homer Simpson, what were we watching? Oh, it was the Batman where the voice of Homer Simpson showed up. Wasn't it?
Oh yeah,
he does.
Weren't we talking about
the
that?
show? Yeah. He's in that.
Is that
he's
in one of the episodes?
He's ventriloquist in Scarface. Dan Castellaneta.
Okay.
He does his Scarface voice. His Scarface voice is very close to Krusty the Clown. It's amazing.
Oh my god, I need to look that up. That sounds
yeah,
great.
It's great.
Hey, dummy.
Hey. Yeah, exactly. There's one scene where he tells a kid to fuck off.
Batman stops his plan and he's just like, ah.
I meant to bring that up to you, Austin, because I thought you'd enjoy that if you didn't know about it, and I forgot.
Yeah, I didn't know that. That's awesome.
I've still got to post those like single episode commentaries that we recorded.
Alexandra Daddario in this movie looks like the wardrobe people thought they were making like a really shitty Beetlejuice remake, and they dressed her, and then they found out that was not what they were making.
Oh. It's so weird watching this back to back with the first one, where there's so much more plot here, but it's so much more boring.
Yeah, there's like not enough handicapped people being like falling down a hill.
Blowing raspberries randomly.
Yeah. This guy in a purple shirt, he's in something, right? Like he's the guy that gets his fucking face punched in Punisher Warzone. That's what it is.
That's who that is. Okay. I kept thinking he looked
it was killing me every time I saw him.
I kept thinking he looked a little bit like Kieran Culkin, but that's not who that is.
No, it's not. That's funny.
Well, maybe after he had his face punched in, they rebuilt him into Kieran Culkin.
Oh. Yeah, he reinvented his career. Are we gonna get another awful Leatherface jump scare?
Hopefully in his stupid Santa unitard.
Yeah, I'm not, like I said at the beginning of the show, I'm not exactly a fan when they do when they show all the footage from the first movie with like the awful jump scare noises.
Oh no. What's worse, Noah, that or the Dark Universe trailer where they edit like all the old 40s and 30s Universal Monsters movies with like modern action music?
Yeah, that's really bad too. I forgot about that.
Did they ever take that down, or is that still up?
It's still up. That trailer lives rent-free in my head. Like every 5 months I'll go back and watch it, and the first comment on it is Red Letter Media, and it kills me every time.
Oh, that's amazing. I need to look that up. That's beautiful.
Yeah, it's like every 5 months or so I have to rewatch that trailer and the Mummy trailer where they fucked up the audio.
I had somebody ask me...
Funnily
enough, I had somebody ask me the other day, like, whatever happened to that, like, Universal Monster connected universe? And I was like, the Mummy 2017 happened.
Now, earlier we were talking about, how they got Bill Moseley to play the old man for the opening. Like, obviously it looks different, but I still like that casting. I wish we got a whole movie of that. Like, I can enjoy making fun of this movie and watching this movie. I still wish the whole thing was a period piece. Give me a whole movie of Bill Moseley as the old man. Like, I watched. Now
this really is just a Friday the 13th. The final girl's like off somewhere safe while all the characters get killed.
Yeah. And Leatherface isn't even using a chainsaw. He killed that guy with a hook, like he's playing that game, Dead by Daylight.
And you can play as Leatherface in that game.
There's a hook in the first one.
Yeah, I was going to say, the hook is his other iconic weapon.
Yeah, I should have pointed that out as a member berry. Because remember the hook?
Remember the hook?
This guy just went full Greg Sestero. He like walked in this barn and she's taking her clothes off. He's like, "Hey, what's going on? What are you doing?" Even though they've already been having an affair.
Yes, and that's another weird thing about this movie is there's a lot of gore. So like it is an R-rated movie, but there's no explicit nudity, and it's like.
Well, you wanted boobs in 3D, right? Well, and it gets weird with
it's weird.
It gets weird with Alexandria at the end because, like, she's got the outfit where it's like perfectly like glued on.
To it. Yeah,
she used some double-sided tape to make that work for the climax.
Yeah, I think she had a no nudity clause at this time. I think she talked about that in an interview. But it's just
I'm not criticizing that. It's just it's very weird.
It's jarring. But there's scenes like that in this where it's like it feels like a PG-13 horror movie, but it's not. Like you
don't even get to see Leatherface's fat titties.
No, you don't.
Also, just out of curiosity, what are you watching this on? Like, where is it streaming in Canada?
BillyBilly.com. I just googled. Well, the only place it was streaming was Amazon, and I'm like, well, fucking Amazon's got ads now, so I can't watch it on that.
Yeah. I spent $3.75 on this.
I also spent like $4 on this.
That shot where it like went slow-mo for a second, it like tried to be Peter Jackson's King Kong, but shot really shittily.
Oh,
fuck.
Ow.
He's dead now.
Alright, movie's over.
Yay.
Hey, look, remember the camera? Remember the sound effects?
They did that earlier. You can't count it twice.
The way that it's like making the noise though sounds like it's a trailer.
Come on.
You've changed things, Alexandria.
Forever.
I'm gonna chainsaw you. My family was gunned down.
I'll
burn down the house with gasoline.
Gasoline.
I don't think there was as much strong feelings about that back in 2013.
About what?
No. I think people are more prudish now.
About yeah. No, yeah, because there's more conversation about how like sex scenes in movies are pointless. It's a strange.
That's why, like, immediately when that started to happen, not John Peters, John Waters and Paul Verhoeven both announced new movies, like the Kings of Sleaze. They're coming back to fight this off.
Hell yeah! Oh yeah, the meat hook again.
There it is.
Yep. Now, we just saw the corpse of Marilyn Burns, who will have a more direct cameo later, Sally from the original. Really sad that she didn't get a better career.
Holy shit.
Wait, she has a cameo in this movie?
Yeah, she's the old lady who gave Alexander Daddario the house. You just saw her as a corpse, but then you'll get a flashback with her at the end.
Oh. Is it sad that the Warzone kill for that guy is a way better slasher kill than this?
Yeah.
Yep.
Right. I mean, as far as R-rated grindhousey type movies from this era, that's clearly the better movie.
Warzone's awesome.
That director who made Warzone could have made a good slasher movie.
She could have, yeah. It sucks that it basically killed her career.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate. Yeah. Also, I just Googled this because I want to clarify, because we were talking earlier about if Sally ever came back. Marilyn Burns did have a cameo in the fourth one, and it's ambiguous if she's Sally or it's like whatever. She's in like a mental hospital. But I think in the third one they said she was dead, so ugh. But they never used her like in a big role.
Yeah,
Texas Chainsaw, I think, has the record for the most reboots in a franchise at this point, right? Like they're the most started paving over timelines.
Oh god,
does it have more timelines than Halloween?
Yes.
Yeah, I think.
If not, they're neck and neck.
Because I think 3 and 4 are their own separate timelines, right?
Yeah.
And then you've got the reboot, and then you've got this, and then you've got
Leatherface.
Well, Leatherface is a prequel to the original movie, and
this
roundabout way this.
What? It's connected to this too?
Yeah, they're both Lionsgate. And there's a character in that who I think is supposed to be the Marilyn Burns cameo. It's but yes, like that is. I don't think any of the filmmakers were the same, but there is some connective tissue.
I don't know.
I'm trusting Robert on this one, so I don't actually know either.
One, Texas Chainsaw definitely has the most like studio changes, at least.
Yes.
Well, and Austin, I hope you're ready. We're gonna have to redo the Netflix commentary, and you have to be there.
I'm not watching that piece of shit again after you failed to record our blind commentary.
I was saying that to him earlier. I'm not watching that shit again. You can watch it with Robert.
No, you got to do it.
That's your fault. That's entirely your fault, John.
No, it's your fault.
Yeah. By the way, guys, that shot of the chainsaw going in the coffin reminded me we forgot something very important before watching this movie.
What's that?
Our 3D glasses.
Oh, cool.
Oh, yeah.
I have a pair. I could have worn.
Well, Austin and I are halfway there. We've got glasses at least.
What about Noah?
Oh,
yeah, I don't have glasses.
Yeah, fuck you, Noah.
That's 2020 vision. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, it's been that kind of day.
Hey,
why was there just a shotgun in this barn?
Welcome to Texas, motherfucker.
Welcome to Texas.
Yeah, Austin, didn't you know that every barn in Texas has like 3 shotguns?
I mean, that doesn't surprise me. That's where my granddad kept all his shotguns too, so maybe that's just accurate.
Well, and like we were saying earlier, I think this movie's entertaining schlock. Like it's really bad. It doesn't have great kills. Like there's a lot of bad CGI in this movie.
Nah.
Like most of the kills aren't good, so it doesn't even get that right. But like I said, I do enjoy making fun of it while I'm watching it. Like this stupid scene.
Fuck this game, man! Fuck this game! What an idiot!
That's a bad idea.
This guy never played GTA before.
Wow. This guy is also not an actor, I don't think. He's not giving a great performance.
This guy is not an actor.
Sorry, kid. You
I deem him not an actor.
He gets a stamp on his forehead.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, Austin, I mentioned this earlier. Did you watch Malcolm in the Middle growing up? Have you seen much of the show?
No.
I just mentioned earlier, I know that the other girl was in that show. That's like the thing she's known for. And then this movie kind of killed her career, I think.
This woman in the back?
Yeah, like not Alexandra Daddario. She was in Malcolm in the Middle. That's all I know.
I was going to say she was probably in porn, but I guess they're about equal.
Malcolm in the Middle.
Austin is not a sitcom guy.
I mean, Malcolm in the Middle sounds like the name of a porn.
Jareth, I can't say I disagree, but most of the Halloween movies are just boring. Like, this series is at least more weird than those.
I think they're probably on par.
Yeah.
I'd probably put Texas above it as a franchise, just because it has more movies that I would willingly rewatch.
Yeah.
See, and I would say
3.
Oh,
yeah, which
dead, I guess.
probably knocks Halloween up to being over Texas for me.
Sure. Yeah,
Texas has.
It's got 1 and 2.
1 and 2, the remake, and this one, so 4. For me,
I wouldn't count this one, but
I would watch this over.
I need to rewatch the remake.
Yeah, but Halloween has Resurrection.
Yeah, exactly. It cancels out with Resurrection. They're on the same level.
It's a masterpiece.
Yeah.
Well, we
actually, yeah, Resurrection's a little bit better for having trick or treat, motherfucker.
I don't know. This has the do your thing, cuz.
Yep.
But trick or treat, motherfucker's way cooler than do your thing, cuz.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
You should join us when we do the remake and its prequel.
But I might have to watch the prequel.
Selmer says my favorite horror movie. Which one?
Turned into fucking Lou Ferrigno Hulk.
I forgot about this part. Yeah,
which one? The original Texas Chainsaw?
Leatherface is just some fat ass. He's not that strong.
Yeah. Hey, welcome. I hope you have a good time. We are enjoying this.
You know, I could see the argument for either the original or this being your favorite horror movie.
Yeah, depends on what you're looking for.
Yeah, it depends on what you want. And now he's chasing her through the darkness. Remember?
Remember trees?
Okay.
Yep.
I'm putting my foot down on that one. That doesn't count.
Oh, come on, John. Look at this.
Oh, I think we have...
remember the carnival?
Scene that takes place in the dark is a remember berry from the previous movie.
They shot it in the same way.
Remember the carnival and Saw?
Yeah,
well,
Big Mask Lady. That's a Saw reference, right?
Yes.
This is a movie.
No, that is just the Saw Saw thing.
They should have just had James Wan show up and fight Leatherface.
That's the thing. The Netflix version is horrible. That bus scene is very gory and very entertaining. I want this scene to go that far. Like, let Leatherface hit somebody. Like, this should be a massacre. It's called Massacre.
Like Nightmare 2.
Yeah, exactly. Let this be a massacre. No, that's
actually, this one is just called Texas Chainsaw, not Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Actually, it's called Texas Chainsaw 3D.
3D.
And it was in 3D, so it lives up to the title.
We have yet to get to the 3D.
I mean, that part's debatable.
Oh yeah, I heard the 3D was atrocious. Like there's one big.
Like,
oh, here we go. Here's the big trailer shot.
Yeah, this is it.
Why did he just throw a PS3 saw at him?
Whoa! That came right at me.
Leatherface is really shitty aim too.
Yeah, he's not the brightest bulb.
No, he's apparently strong enough to lift a fucking van with 3 people in it.
Okay, that chainsaw wrapped up like that, missed opportunity. I want a scene that's a callback to Friday the 13th Final Chapter when they're trying to put that axe into that little bag for evidence. I want to see them try to do that with a chainsaw.
But it's still running.
No, what this movie needs is
he's tearing the bag.
What this movie needs is for the sheriff to launch into like one of a tirade like that coroner does.
Yeah. Jesus H. Christmas.
Thought he was gonna find a Leatherface shaped imprint on the grass.
It's a big Leatherface shaped hole in the ground. Yeah. He's like Jan's problem now. It's really weird getting to see Rick Flag and Lois Lane in a scene together.
Oh yeah, she was Lois.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
Lois.
Oh, Lois, I'm Rick Flag.
I'm Rick Flag, yeah.
Whoa. What did you call him?
No,
Flag. With an L.
Robert did not approve.
I'm leaving.
Sorry.
If a bunch of people you know got killed, would you talk to a cop and be like, "Yeah, my friends, they got killed"?
So, Robert, you were complaining earlier about the thief thing. I think what's going to happen next is a bigger leap in logic. So she's attacked, but because they know that she's part of that family, they're gonna detain her.
Yep.
I mean, she has evil in her DNA.
Even though she's never met any of them.
Well, because we haven't seen the real monsters yet. You thought the monster was the guy with the chainsaw and the face mask, but no, the normal people are the real monsters in this story.
This was like, I think, one of the first places where I saw that trope start to come up, where it's like, oh, the horror villain has to save the main character from the evil human. That's one of my most least favorite tropes in modern horror.
Yep, Romero could do it. Like the zombies are just a force of nature, but the people are the real villains in those movies.
I think it's like
you got that right
in this movie because I can't take any of this seriously. If this were like,
I mean, it's like less of an issue in this because this movie is like entirely retarded. But overall, like, that's just not a trope I like.
Chop Top played the cook in Texas Chainsaw 3D in the beginning. That's true. And
he did. I wish he was in it more.
We're watching 3D currently. I forgot to put the name of the movie on the screen, but the timestamp is there.
I look, it's Woody Harrelson.
I was gonna say that guy really does look like Woody Harrelson. Bald Woody Harrelson.
When are we gonna get Leatherface versus the Natural Born Killers?
Ooh, that'd be fun. Leatherface versus Leprechaun. Fuck it.
It's a true detective reunion.
Okay, so this is
built John on already liked, right? What's that?
This is built on a cover-up, right? Why do they have all their shit just in one box about this thing they're trying to cover up?
It's the
Why do they put it in with her? Yeah. By the way, here's our evidence box.
Here it is, right here.
Oh my god.
What were you saying? I liked what?
You already liked Alexandra Daddario in this movie, so when her and Woody Harrelson unite, you're really gonna like that part.
Yeah, that's right.
Spoiler alert, it was after the no nudity clause she had mentioned in this movie.
Yeah, you get to see Woody Harrelson's full dong.
That's the episode I turned off.
Wait, August 19th, what?
Right. Exactly. It could have been the 90s.
Well, we know it was Sunday.
There was a 1 that was cut off, so it was 19 something.
Also, but the first movie opens telling you it's 1973. Why are we hiding the date now?
We've retconned it.
Okay, because, like I said, again, Robert, Alexandra Daddario is like 8 in this movie, and it doesn't make sense, that timeline.
Yeah. We do have my favorite death in the movie coming up. That's also partially a memory berry. I'll let Noah be surprised, because I don't think he remembers how this scene's going to play out.
Maybe not. No.
The scene's so funny, too, with the... like, they're just watching.
Well, it's like they watched Scream 4 and they were like, this is a good idea. Let's put it in our movie. Butch Hartman.
Oh,
he
no.
God damn it.
The creator of Fairly Odd Parents.
Before he made it, he killed the Sawyers.
See, the real Texas Chainsaw Massacre was actually when the whole family was wiped out by that mob. That's the real horror.
Bert Hartman.
Oh my god. It's so sad. Look at that house burn.
Is that just the same actor but with a wig?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
They both have wigs.
So
well, and it's really interesting. Like, interesting in a strange way that you're gonna make a legacy sequel to Texas Chainsaw Massacre. And apparently, one of your biggest influences is A Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah, it's very strange. And yeah, this guy doesn't call for backup. He's just going alone, but he's letting them watch.
I mean, to be fair, he is on call with them. They should be like, huh, maybe we should send backup.
Oh yeah, this sheriff's awful. One of the most incompetent ever. I love him. He's probably my favorite character in this movie. He does. That's his character. He does nothing to the very end. That's his thing.
He's making a found footage movie right now. Filming everything.
I don't know about you guys.
Lee Harrelson always wants to entertain.
I don't know about you guys, but I can't see shit with my phone flashlight.
Yeah. Oh no,
that's like a you issue.
Oh, in 2013 smartphones, yeah, bullshit. That the quality would be this.
Why is there a poster behind her head that's like a 4-leaf clover made out of?
Well, Austin, the sequel to this was going to be Texas Chainsaw 3D versus the Leprechaun 3D.
Yay!
Versus Leprechaun in space.
Versus Candyman.
Damn, which Candyman? The the reboot?
The embarrassing reboot?
No, Tony Todd.
Oh, okay.
Because wasn't there going to be a Candyman versus Leprechaun?
Yeah, there was. I mean, spoilers, but he's also kind of in the embarrassing reboot.
Yeah, for like 3 seconds because they added him in reshoots.
Yep.
Yeah.
Doesn't count. It's like sex. It doesn't count if you're only in for a second.
Why is the scene going on for so long?
I don't know. But yeah, Leatherface
Franklin
is a wonderful jump scare. We talked about it during our commentary on the first one. The movie has like 3 great jump scares.
Austin, I gotta ask, where's the normal red wall?
I'm just not in my room right now. I just went into this room. This is where my computer was. I was like, I don't want to have to set up.
Okay. The red wall is like iconic now. It's like in every video that you do.
Austin's iconic red wall.
My iconic red wall.
I love how this guy just said, Jesus Christ, what is this? He's been following a trail of blood for the last 5 minutes. And now he's
the
nervous.
thing he said Jesus about was just like Leatherface hung up his ribs that he ate on some
Robert,
string.
when you were talking about the jump scares, I didn't fully hear you. Were you reading the chat?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I was agreeing that Franklin death is an amazing jump scare.
It's very good.
Is that what is about to be recreated here?
That's a very nice looking bed.
I guess I'll find out.
Does Leatherface have a like pajama onesie?
Yeah.
Did you guys see that?
Yeah. Of course he does.
That's so weird.
Can you imagine Leatherface coming down in like the pink bunny onesie from A Christmas Story?
I'd watch that movie.
Imagine if the first time you saw Leatherface, he was like sleeping in a Snuggie.
That's adorable.
He runs out with the Snuggie, with his arms through the sleeves still.
I'm glad she's like tracing the lines so we know where she's reading.
It's also taking her like 30 minutes to figure this shit out.
Yeah.
It's tension, Austin. Don't you know anything about movies?
We already know.
That looked really bad.
Oh, look at that guy hanging out. He looked really bad. Oh man, this is fucked up, guys. Keep looking. Oh fuck, man.
Yep.
Fuck, man.
Austin, the way that you did that though reminds me of the Return of the Living Dead at the beginning when they first let the corpse out. They're like, "Oh my god!"
What? We've got a member berry coming up.
Well, why was the sheriff's immediate thing like, "What's in that freezer?" Like out of all this stuff, that's the thing. He's like,
"No, the scene's amazing. It's my favorite scene of the movie."
Oh no.
Shit, man!
What the?
Man, you just killed a white girl. You gotta get out of there. We're not getting away with that.
That was on camera too.
Oh shit!
Oh shit!
No one kills a white girl on my watch.
Okay,
that's the best member berry in this whole movie.
that's so. Oh, I love it. Oh no, Leatherface got him.
Not Woody Harrelson, who will star in hit movies like Venom 2 now.
Let there be carnage.
There's more carnage here than that entire movie.
Before he got killed, Leatherface should have been like, "Fuck this guy."
In that, in the picture she's looking at, the like white cop guy, the evil one, he looks like he's a really big fan of Kid Rock in that picture.
He's probably cranking
All summer long.
all summer long. Yeah, that song.
And now, yeah, who cares what just happened? Now we're complaining about the 73 massacre again.
Well, Noah, in this universe,
they're arguing because he wants to do it again.
In this version, or this universe's version of that song, Noah, the beginning of it's like, it was not. And then it keeps going. It was not.
Yep.
No dates allowed.
Ambiguous time.
And once again, the sheriff does nothing. He just tells the mayor, nothing better happened to that girl while I stay here. Hey, look, it's Wilford Brimley again.
I was going to say, where's my diabetes medication? Where's my insulin?
What if he starts trashing a room in this movie?
Imagine if he fought Leatherface and he was just like, I'll kill you.
I'll kill you.
Leatherface is like, whoa, calm down, dude.
It's not that serious, man. Come on.
Puts down his chainsaw. He's like, okay, come on, man.
Oh man,
he picks up a wooden block and he takes an axe with it.
He should have been walking through that house instead of that cop, just going like, oh.
He opens up the freezer and shoots the girl, and he's just like, oh. I guess Leatherface is a really big fan of Woody Harrelson.
Yeah.
I want Woody Harrelson's
nice
face.
Yes.
No, Leatherface did nothing wrong. Everyone else sucks, but he's good.
He's the best boy.
I mean, that's literally the message of this movie.
It is.
Like, he's like, look at this evil guy.
We all know you're the biggest Leatherface defender, Robert.
It's true.
He's such a fan, we call him a leather daddy.
Something that says leather daddy?
I don't know. I don't mind what they're doing here where it's more like Leatherface getting revenge, because, like, he's still a bad guy, but he's just coming up against worse people.
But
I mean, even that's kind of debatable.
Yeah.
I mean, they
feels a little bit
a bunch
black
of people
and white.
alive without a warrant or trial.
Yeah, a bunch of serial killers.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, but they still deserve due process. Come on now.
That doesn't make them worse, though. You literally just said they're worse. They're not good people.
This looks a lot like the remake Mask.
It does.
It looks like he's what's it called, the Green Knight.
Okay, maybe worse isn't a better, but like against other bad people.
Hey, look, it's the Confederate flag from the Netflix version.
Why does this place have a chainsaw hanging?
What the fuck is? Did you guys see the peacock woman behind Wilford Brimley? What's up with that? There's like a weird peacock woman with like this big headdress thing behind Wilford Brimley.
I couldn't tell what that was at first. I thought it was like some sort of tie-dye thing.
Oh, right. This one names him. His name's Jed.
Jed.
Jedediah.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think he has a different name in like all of them. Because in the remake, he's Tommy, right? Thomas Hewitt?
Tom Sawyer.
Yeah, there's something like that. Yeah, they're the Hewitts in that.
Old Tom Sawyer.
He's a modern day warrior.
Okay, I need this movie to fuck off. I want to see what's happening in that scene behind them. I want to see that movie.
And see the adventures of the peacock woman.
Because she also she's got like a peacock head thing, but then she also has a face like ICP, like Insane Clown Posse.
Oh yeah.
Is Texas Chainsaw the only horror movie series to both get proper sequel?
What?
I don't know. He deleted it now.
Now,
did he mean the remake?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot. Austin,
Gareth,
earlier you were talking about.
Re-ask your question, buddy. I'd be happy to answer it.
What, Robert?
Earlier you were talking about you weren't sure how connected this was to the Leatherface prequel. That's one thing that carries over into this is Leatherface, and that has a fake name because he's in a mental institution for a while. And then later there's a scene where they're like, your real name's Jedediah. Like, so that's like one element right over from this. Is like, your real name's Jedediah Sawyer. I don't remember how it plays out, but something like that.
Yeah, so, okay. Why?
Yeah, these are the real monsters.
I mean, I don't necessarily disagree that they're monsters, but I don't understand the logic here.
This girl who's never been here before.
What's even happening?
It's about groupthink, Noah. It's about angry mobs.
Oh, so it really is evil.
Because she's related to the family that they burned alive, she's instantly evil, even though she's never been in this town before.
Yep.
Rick Flag, help!
And we're about to get to the twist. We're about to get the twist.
Yep. And now it's the first movie again, because she's gonna get help, but oh no, the guy she's getting help from's in on it. He's evil. It's just that.
But why don't they just kill Leatherface if they?
That good question.
Apparently,
why are they focusing on her?
Because she's easier to kill.
Leatherface is just one guy.
Yeah, this is just one girl. It's like 8 pounds.
Is Texas Chainsaw the only horror movie series to not get a proper sequel?
They tried.
It did get a proper sequel. You got Texas Chainsaw
2's great.
And this.
Yeah, I mean, it's doing a different thing, but it is definitely a sequel.
It's the same director.
I'd argue
one returning
Halloween is the horror franchise that doesn't really have a proper sequel. It didn't have a proper sequel for a long time.
I mean, 2 is a sequel.
Yeah,
2 is a proper sequel.
I guess it also depends on what you mean by proper. Do you mean good or
proper as in it's a continuation? That's what I assume.
Yeah, that's what I got too.
Texas Chainsaw 2, like, that's a different universe. It's a completely different animal from that first movie. It's a heightened cartoon world.
It's Gremlins too.
Yeah.
I'd still call it a proper
Austin,
sequel.
You finally watched that, didn't you?
What, Texas 2? Yeah.
Yeah, how'd you like it?
It was good.
It's got Dennis Hopper.
It's got a chainsaw duel.
Well, this almost has that.
Should have gone all the way with it.
Give Wilford Brimley a chainsaw.
Yes.
I legitimately forgot.
Imagine if the revving was his, like,
It's not Wilford Brimley.
That's also not Wilford Brimley, by the way.
Damn it.
I said earlier, it's a guy from Office Space. You guys
but if Wilford Brimley... Yeah. But if Wilford Brimley got a chainsaw, I would want his chainsaw to sound like his, like, noise, where it's like,
So that's what it makes when you start it up.
Yeah, exactly.
Just as good and not a spoof like 2. 2's not really a spoof of the first one.
Oh, it is.
Yeah,
it's a spoof of slashers.
Yeah,
the whole reason Tobe Hooper made it was because he was sick of the slasher craze and like wanted to make fun of it. Like, it's a decade later sequel that's commenting on like what horror became.
Yeah, but I mean,
no,
it's spoof
going crazy.
Didn't she have a bra before this scene?
No, it was dirty from blood, so she had to take off her bra.
I thought Rick Flag took it off.
Yeah.
She's got one button on that shirt.
Oh, Jesus.
That one button is stronger than the Hulk shorts.
It's got that Sawyer strength, like we saw when he flipped that van. No, it's unbuttoned. It broke.
They don't want to commit to it.
This is like if Peacemaker and Rick Flag switched places, and it was Rick Flag that was like, we gotta let him do it.
How different would the Suicide Squad be if it was Scott Eastwood as Rick Flag?
I mean, honestly, it's hard to tell because
Rick Flag probably wouldn't have been in the movie.
Well, I mean, it's in all seriousness though, it's hard to tell because the guy that is playing Rick Flag also isn't very good in that first movie, but then he's amazing in the Suicide Squad. So I can't personally rule out that we wouldn't have had the same thing.
And this also just straight up is a superhero movie at this point. Like, we even had a suit up scene for Leatherface before this.
Wait, does this mean that
we've been talking over it, so I probably missed it, but is there a reason that Leatherface just came out here?
Yes, no. He had the cop car and heard on the radio about it.
Oh.
So now he's doing this.
Wait, but Austin, does that mean that you and Cap have to cover this on Rewind?
I hope so.
Yes.
I want to see Cap's blind reaction to this movie.
As you explain the plot to him. Oh no, she's gonna get chainsaw.
Is this technically the first instance of like the Martha thing? Like, he sees her birthmark on her boob and he's like, wait a minute, you're my cousin.
Yep. It's
Martha.
And she's like, why did you touch me there?
Yeah, Marilyn Burns didn't tell him that his cousin was gonna show up. She was just supposed to read a letter. And there's a cannibal in the basement. Don't even worry about it.
Have you guys seen the deleted extended version of the scene where Leatherface talks?
No, I didn't know that.
Is that real?
No.
Yeah.
What does he say?
He's like, I wish to stay with my cousin.
I wish to stay with the girl.
Look at what they're doing to my poor boy.
Look how they massacred my boy.
Throw him out in the cold. Don't give him his chainsaw. Get him the hell out of here.
You're gonna leave your cuz?
She has a choice to make.
After
she should just leave.
No.
Whoa, that was a slick frisbee throw he just did with his cowboy hat.
Yeah.
That was smooth.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you didn't see the James Bond shot where it lands on a hook.
It lands on one of the meat hooks. So on a scale of 0, how bad do you feel for Leatherface right now?
10.
That wasn't it was 0.
I feel kind of bad. Like, he's he's been manipulated his whole life, and now they're trying to kill him for something that he probably doesn't even understand was wrong.
Oh, fuck Leatherface.
Dude, the first one's a home invasion thriller. From his perspective.
From his point of view, everyone else is evil.
From his point of view, the hot teenagers are evil.
Oh no, she's crazy.
I mean,
where did she get a pitchfork?
I mean, at this point, that's self-defense.
Yeah.
Leatherface is really scared he's gonna go out like Michael Myers when Halloween ends.
Oh god.
Well, it was funny because when you said there was a deleted scene where he talks, I believed you because all I could think of was Rob Zombie's Halloween 2 where he has
Die. Die. Oh, here's the line.
He does
like another sword fighting.
She said the thing.
What is happening?
Trash. How did Leatherface get that chain off his neck?
I mean, the man turned a vehicle. I don't question anything.
But if he could just take it off, why didn't he take it off before?
Austin,
he's not smart.
It's a superhero movie. He needs the chainsaw.
Mm-hmm.
That's stupid.
Makes him stronger. And the CGI here is so bad.
Oh shit, my movie's buffering.
Oh no. Hey look, it's the sheriff. Is he gonna do something?
He's like, trick or treat, motherfucker.
Shoot both of them. Fuck it.
Literally kill everyone here and then cover it up.
We don't do that anymore.
Oh god, this looks awful.
Wait, you guys know what she's about to say about Leatherface? He's alive. Like me.
Like me.
It's just that scene.
We Summon the Darkness is that movie I was trying to think of earlier.
Hey, good job, Sheriff. Get out of here.
Didn't the Sawyer family have Confederate flags in their house?
No, the town did. That's how you know the town's evil.
Oh.
I don't remember if there were any Confederate flags in the first movie.
I'm just joking.
Yeah.
You just let them go. He's like, you're good folk. One's literally wearing someone else's face. He's not the real villain, though.
Shot's adorable.
Leatherface is like, I want to go in my basement. Feed me, cousin.
What a poor guy.
Yeah.
Hug me, cousin.
Hug me, brother.
Okay, he did just kill all her friends, but her boyfriend was cheating on her. So, you know?
Yep.
Just saying.
Yeah, I guess.
Even though you killed all my friends, you are good.
You know, half the blood on your face isn't from being attacked. It's because you were sewing your face mask into your face.
Oh.
They look like they're gonna kiss.
Yep. What would a sequel to this movie have looked like?
I told you it'd be Alexander Daddario running around going, Leatherface, get him.
Get him!
Do you think
Get him!
Get him!
If she did it exactly like Eminem in the Venom song, that'd be even better.
Well, because it sounds like a chainsaw. It's like, get him, get him, get him.
She reads the letter that she was supposed to read like an hour ago.
Hey, it's Marilyn Burns.
What if I told you
Yay.
there was
Dear my granddaughter, there's a fucked up person in the basement. Gas him.
Signed, your grandmother.
Yeah, I guess we did
Okay,
fuck
so-
up.
How did Leatherface survive the shootout at the beginning, anyways?
Oh, I don't think they show.
Well, just because he's Leatherface?
Yeah.
Well, I assume
Just right away.
he stays in the basement.
I mean,
But
we
also,
saw him
if that's-
upstairs.
If they had this big ass
The building was on fire!
If they had this
I
big
love
ass
it,
mansion, why were they staying in that like shack?
Well, because those were the in-laws. Those were the distant relatives that had this mansion. We did fuck up, though. We should have started with Leatherface, the original, than this one. We should have done the whole
I don't know
proper
if I could.
trilogy.
I don't know if I could get through Leatherface again.
What would you guys do if they're talking to her at the end and they're like, I like your real name, Huckleberry?
This would be the greatest movie ever.
I like your real name, Chop Top.
I thought you were going to use the other name from that book.
Yeah, John was asking earlier why they didn't bring Bill Moseley back as Chop Top. It's because that movie doesn't exist. Chop Top doesn't exist in this universe.
Yeah, there's also like 3
very
members of their family and 8,000 in the opening of this movie.
Yep.
No, in this universe, Chop Top died in Vietnam.
He had his full head blown up.
Yeah.
Now it's your time.
That should be a movie we should make. Let's make Texas Chainsaw Massacre in Vietnam, where it's like
Yeah.
Leatherface
saying
walking
we should-
and then like a Viet Cong comes out of the trees. He's like, ah.
But we were saying there should be a Chop Top movie.
Hey, look!
Yeah.
It looks like the opening credits from the first movie.
What the hell is
that
the
was-
sun?
The song is so bad.
Yay! We're not done yet. We got an after credit scene.
Oh,
Really?
Yep. There
I
is
don't
an
think
after
I've
credit
ever
scene.
seen the after credit scene.
I don't know if I have either.
Okay.
Noah, that boyfriend guy is a rapper named Trey Songz. You were correct. He is not an actor.
I was right.
You were correct. You called it.
He's not an actor.
The fuck
not
is
an
this
actor.
wannabe Coldplay song?
This totally fits the tone of Texas Chainsaw.
Mhm. The real sequel. They finally made it.
Is this worse than the Mask of the Phantasm credit song? In terms of
I'm gonna say yes.
in terms of the
I'm
song
gonna
contrasting
have to
with
step
the
away
tone
for
of the
just a
movie.
second. I'll be back for the post credit scene.
Okay. Anyone who's still here,
Thank you.
kudos for watching
There's
through
Grandpa.
this.
This movie
Yay.
does start. I think it starts here. The whole Texas Chainsaw Massacre is just Leatherface thing that I hate.
Yeah. When
It's
we
like-
just dropped the family.
Yeah, because the family is why it's interesting.
That's why I made sure to talk about the other family members when we did the first one.
Yeah.
Because the remake and the prequel at least have Arlie Ermy, so I mean, like, he's a big standout in those.
Because we want to put this into the just. Because obviously Texas Chainsaw is a proto slasher. We want to fit that slasher mold so much that it just became like, it's Leatherface. He's gonna get you.
He's the iconic killer.
Yeah.
He's the
Don't
one
bring
with
up
the
the word
chainsaw.
proto slasher around here.
But we
not
like
like-
Grandpa more. He's like the sucker where he's like sucking on blood.
Yeah, Grandpa's awesome. He's just a corpse that's somehow still alive.
He's Joe Biden.
Oh god.
Whoa! No!
That's all, folks.
No
I remember sucking on Sally's butt.
Yeah, the jokes made by the Dacos do not represent the views of Haven of Horror.
Yeah, maybe it's the second movie that says the grandpa's like 120 years old or something. I think they give a date.
And at least the family is in the video game. That's true.
That's true.
So you're saying, Robert, is that 2 actually put a date in a movie? That's weird.
I don't know. Unlike this one. It's just so weird when the first thing you see in the first movie is like in 1973, and this one's like, oh, we can't show when the first movie was set, or this our direct sequel.
19.
Yeah, I said the date. I said most of it.
I didn't say every single syllable. Where's the freaking post-credit scene?
Got to get through all these amazing
The first
songs.
song listed is called Dr. Z. Do you think that was the inspiration for Dr. Sleep?
Yes.
No, it's the Dr. Zaius song from The Simpsons.
Oh, hell yeah. Imagine if that was the end credits song.
Dr. Zaius, Dr. Zaius.
Dr. Zaius, Dr. Zaius.
What is
That'd be
this?
awesome.
I don't think we're synced up perfectly, so I don't know when the after credit scenes.
Yeah, I'm still. It's about to. Okay, the credits are done. It's black. Oh, okay.
Oh shit! I just saw it.
It's more movie. Hey, it's her shitty adopted parents. They raised Alexandra Daddario.
Why is her mom a crack hoe?
Because they live.
Because they're evil. Because they're evil mob rednecks. Oh no!
That was the worst after credits scene of all time.
You made us stay for that.
Yeah, what the hell?
You're the biggest fan of this movie here.
Robert.
That is true, John. Fuck you.
Like,
we had to do the
scene. That's just bullshit. Austin's like, I'm never coming back.
That was dumb.
It's setting up the sequel where she has to bury her dead parents and cover it up.
They should have had Leprechaun or something.
Anyway,
or Chop Top.
That was Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3 or Texas Chainsaw 3D. If you're watching after the fact, we appreciate it. If you're watching live, we appreciate that.